Yo, GameBro here, and this is Let's Play Portal Still Alive. We've made through the canon stuff, the harder versions of some of the levels, and now we are going to do the Microsoft exclusive stuff. The 14 bonus maps I have stated earlier, multiple times. Sorry, Sony fanboys. So, let us see what this non-canon, non-GLaDOS stuff has in store for us. It'll be a huge pain to wait for that. Good thing you don't have to, necessarily. And I kind of failed there. Oh well. See, this is what you get if you spend an extra $15 on the Xbox Live version. Now, is it worth it? Kind of, sort of. I mean, most of the levels aren't that long. It took me like a couple hours to make it through the first time, and of course, you do get ranked with medals. And thank God, there actually seem to be play testers for these extra stuff. But with just 2 levels, it is debatable whether it's worth it or not if you already own Orange Box or whatever. Well, I can't say whatever because that's the only other way to. Well, unless there's. I'm pretty sure it's the only other way to get Portal. But this one was simple. Just need to stand the switch, create a portal to the room prior to this. Messing with energy pellets. Yep. Again, a lot of these are short. And most of these stages are well designed. Although some of the puzzles feel more frustrating or tedious than enjoyable. But definitely more of a hit than a miss. I think it's worth it. But then again, I am pretty flippin' huge into Portal. And yeah, that was not lovely. That didn't go too well. Of course, it's hard to find people that are that dislike Portal, let alone hate. There you go. You just had to have good timing, releasing one of the portals at the right time. So now with this pellet stuff out of the way, and I've read that these levels are based on the Flash Portal game. I have played through some of that Flash version that fan made. Well, Flash fan made, it's probably redundant for the most part. Another level completed. It's taking some elements from that Flash game, not really rip off from what I've played. And truth be told, I cannot play through that fan game without getting too frustrated. The game just lags at me quite a bit, making some of the later stages feel unplayable. Just frustrates me too much. So I still haven't finished that Flash version to this day. Okay, so what we need to do here is one of these new elements. You need to press that switch and go for it. Destroy some cubes. And that is how you get to this room. Can't make use of that cube, so we're leaving that behind. Just that Flash game, the controls, just the frame rate is horrendous at times. You wouldn't believe it. Maybe it's my computer or maybe the developers just didn't care enough to change it. I mean, well, whatever. I've also read that there's like a modded version, Portal Prelude. Another version, another fan game where it is cellist and it takes place before the first game, developed by only 3 people, and I have never played it. I am not much for PC gaming, but I definitely would like to check it out one of these days. Maybe I'll even do a Let's Play of that version and blind. Although every time I try to do a blind playthrough, I end up failing miserably. And conquered another level. Going by pretty swiftly, and once again I have to get ranked. Although I have yet to get like the proper recording software for recording PC gaming, I've only ever been able to find like an app for being able to record for 5 minutes. Although that was a really long time ago. Again, I need to get around to... Oops, I messed up. I would really like to record a PC game one of these days. Although I for one, am not much for PC games, although there have been a few within the last few years I've really gotten into. Yeah, I need to bring that cube to switch on the, not the other way around. I can get across. These levels are a bit more linear than the canon levels. I don't consider these to be as fun to play through, but they're still pretty enjoyable for what they are. Not as many paths to take. It is, again, linear. But definitely does the job. Pretty well developed. The new elements are pretty neat. And dun dun dun. As I've stated, you will not be able to hear GLaDOS's voice whatsoever, and there is no director's commentary either. It's too bad. I mean, director's commentary there was a brilliant idea, so well executed, except maybe, well, not maybe, I know that, sometimes in certain spots where GLaDOS would just keep speaking, it'll be difficult to hear the commentary, although they did fix that in Portal 2, where as you listen to the commentary, the rest of the audio will turn down quite a bit. Definitely a plus there. I'm not gonna need that cube, so I don't even know why I was bothering there. More games should have commentary like that. I'm serious. I'd love to hear thoughts from developers from some of my favorite franchises. It's done so well in the series too. In this level, they introduce electricity. It'll insta-kill you, so be very cautious. You need to... This part's pretty tricky here. You need to go through one of the portals at the right time. Place it on pretty much up. You have to be really precise with spot 2 and just barely survive that. And pick up the cube very quickly. Or knock it off, that works too. So making use of those switches now. Now creating a slope. Actually, no, I need to have these portals go straight down. You know what I mean? As long as the orange one. So, right trigger at the right time. Good thing you can hear the electricity too. Alrighty. Very good, very good. Again, if you're caught in electricity, instant death, you'll just have to restart. I mean, of course, a bunch of save points too, so the game's pretty generous with that. Just hope the game won't save right in front of a turret, because those are pretty flippin' cheap. And yeah, it's kind of spoiling how long these levels can take. I've spent a lot of time on these. What can I say? I'm a bit of a perfectionist. Just shutting and closing, shutting and closing. Another element that I think it's new. Yum. Red lasers. They will kill you. It's probably really obvious, but still felt like it was worth pointing out, I suppose. So we'll focus this heavily on it. And we've been going through some pretty short levels thus far, but this one is arguably the longest out of all 14. So the developer's logic is, we've been giving the players short levels. Let's give them a really lengthy one. I mean, whatever. Inconsistency, no big deal. It's just odd of a choice. Very careful. Not really a lot of shortcuts you can take. These are quite linear, as stated. Just gotta create lots of portals. Let's create one right there and right there. And quickly create another one. And these cyan ones, they're just transparent walls. That is all they are. Great. Turrets. They throw in quite a bit of them at the end of the level.
Hello. Searching.
Wait.
Good night.
If it's even night. And I find odd that these turrets keep saying, even if they kill you, if you become a corpse, are you still there? Like they're completely blind. All these senses. They're able to hear. Even though it seems like as long as they can't see you either, so... Yeah, that's not making sense, but neither of those turrets...
Who's there?
Neither are these turrets. Dead protagonist right in front of you. Are you still there? What do you think? Unless, I mean, in another sense, but I'm thinking way too hard about this. I know. Actually, was that even necessary? Probably not. I don't think so. If it was, I'm probably screwed. But electricity and go for it. They always go in a certain pattern. They
Put me.
for a few seconds you could get electrocuted. Then it shuts off. Give you some seconds to cross over. They're very tricky. As they're about to fall, place a portal. Oh. That was... wow. Okay, good. I wanted to shut that down. About to have fun with velocity, but sometimes, just sometimes, I miss making it over there. Though it worked pretty well. Be careful here. Nah. They were able to see me from there. Oh. I see. I was too close to that door. Which erased all the portals thing, as I've stated. Anyway, let's go for it. Always satisfying to shut down them turrets, I must say. Like I said, one of the, if not the longest level in these bonus sections. Took me like 2.5 minutes to even get gold. So now time for number 7.